Councillor Smith.
Okay, thanks, Lord Mayor. Right, so when we got this email from the manager last week announcing, I think it was by way of press release, that there was to be a review conducted of the ambulance service delivered through Dublin Fire Brigade along with the HSE, alarm bells rang in my head, because I remembered some time ago looking over stuff through colleagues of mine in the Dún Laoghaire-Rathdown Council, where the manager was actually arguing for this some time ago. And at the same time, in the Irish Times, a review of the ambulance service that is delivered nationwide by the HSE has been regularly reported on. And basically some of the facts that have come out in that review are quite alarming. And I guess that one of the things that I'm very worried about, given that Dublin Fire Brigade are being put under pressure to have a review of the delivery of the ambulance service, is that it is taking place according to what the manager is proposing to do, or was said is going to happen, in conjunction with the HSE. Now, some of the articles in the Irish Times have revealed that the record of the HSE in delivering the ambulance service throughout the country leaves a lot to be desired, to say the least. In fact, I think on average one person per month dies in the hands of the emergency ambulance services outside of the Dublin area. On the other hand, the service which is delivered by Dublin Fire Brigade has an excellent record. I think I've given it there in the text of the motion, that in terms of their record in being successful on cardiac arrest emergency incidents, they come globally second in terms of their progress. And they're also, for the cost of what they do provide nationally, they're much more efficient than what the HSE provide. So the engagement of the HSE in conducting a review in the first place of the ambulance service, I don't think is welcome. We also all would have got a letter this morning from SIPTU's division that looks after the fire service, from Brendan O'Brien, the industrial organiser, and he's actually calling for a capacity review to be conducted first. And this, you will all have seen this, correspondence. This capacity review has been called for quite a long time, and he gives a lot of detail into the running of the fire service through Dublin, or the ambulance service through Dublin Fire Brigade. And I think we should really be looking at pushing for this capacity review and looking to abandon, in the first instance, the review being advocated by management. And I say that with all due respects to management, but I think that this is just a cover for cutbacks and for severely cutting the provision of the ambulance service through the city, which is an excellent ambulance service compared to the rest of the country. I had a couple of ambulance workers, what do they call them, paramedics, on a union course recently from Donegal, from Dundalk, from around the country, and they are working in extremely difficult circumstances with hardly any resources and under extreme serious pressure, and have lost patience in the provision of their service. So I think, in defence of Dublin Fire Brigade and the service that they provide, we should be looking to what the unions are advocating, which is a capacity review, rather than the review being advocated by management, which, if you look at management's press release, doesn't have a stakeholder like a trade union representative, or indeed one of the fire service operating on the review. It's Mr Dick Brady, former Deputy City Manager in Dún Laoghaire-Rathdown, and the City Council, and Mr Flaherty, Martin Flaherty, who is an OBE, an association of the UK Management Chief Executive of London. I would much rather see and feel safer that we would have a review conducted with the participation of stakeholders and in line with what SIPTU are calling for. So I'm asking in this emergency motion for management to abandon their review in favour of the one that's been advocated by the union.
Okay, thank you very much, Councillor Smith.